So guys, welcome back to the channel. Montel Gordon here, and in today's video we're actually going to be breaking down exactly how I've been able to generate 10 seller leads consistently each and every week using Facebook ads for my real estate agent client. So without any further ado, I've actually prepared a presentation exactly going over a 4-step system that allows me to generate 10 seller leads consistently each and every week using Facebook advertising. I'm going to show you exactly what I did and break down exactly all the steps in sequential order so you can actually go out there, replicate this, and get success yourself, guys. So without any further ado, let's jump into my computer. So guys, welcome to this miniature presentation I put together for you guys on how to generate 10 seller leads per week for real estate professionals using Facebook advertising. Now guys, I just want to get into a few reasons as to why you should use Facebook and the advertising platform over on Facebook. There are many reasons I have completely missed off of this. I don't want to waste too much time. I just want to highlight a few key points here, but trust me, there are way more than these points that I've put up on the screen. I just want to say that first of all, Facebook itself has over 2.3 billion monthly active users on the platform alone, which is just really ridiculous. That gives you ample opportunity basically to show advertisements to people who are already hanging out on these platforms. So if you can actually throw up, and get your ads served in front of people where they're already hanging out, it's going to be a quite effective marketing method and strategy. Also guys, Facebook owns Instagram, and Instagram itself has over 1 billion monthly active users. Again, with Facebook you can basically own the whole of social media, because with Facebook you can actually then use ads and run ads over on the Instagram platform as well. Guys, real estate itself, the actual industry, is a visual type of industry. People like looking at houses, people like viewing inside of houses, the decor, the actual layout, the floor plans, all that sort of stuff. It's a visual industry, and thus you can actually use beautiful videos such as house tours to get your message across. You can actually do full-on interviews, or like you could talk about the local markets on in selfie videos. You can use the point I'm trying to get across here is that you can use very effective visuals to get your message across, and people like visuals more than they like images, and thus you can't really do that on the property portals, and that's why you want to really be using Facebook ads. Facebook ads also, the targeting options on Facebook when you're running ads is second to none. Facebook spends billions and billions of dollars trying to acquire as much information on you as possible. I'm pretty sure you've heard the whole scandals with Mark Zuckerberg and privacy policies and data breaching and whatnot. Guys, you can literally target people based on demographics, what people are actually interested in, what they've been searching. You can even target people based on their behavioral patterns and just crazy stuff, like what sort of routes they take to work at what time. Facebook knows all of this stuff. I believe the actual statistic is that something like Facebook collects over 100 different data points on you, on each individual person, which is just really ridiculous. And guys, with Facebook ads, you can actually retarget, and Facebook retargeting is extremely profitable. Now, I'm not too sure if this has ever happened to you, but I'm pretty sure it has. Have you ever been on a website, for example, a brand website, and you're looking at a particular product that you're thinking about buying, but then you didn't buy right there and then you got distracted, to close out of that website, and then went elsewhere online, such as Facebook, and then all of a sudden you're seeing advertisements from that exact same brand showing you that exact same product, as if they were kind of spying on you, or as if it was magic. Well, it turns out it's not actually magic, and they're not actually spying on us. It's just simple retargeting ads, and it's really powerful and profitable. It basically allows you to follow up with people even when you don't have their email addresses or phone numbers yet. So I'm pretty sure if you're an estate agent watching this, your website kind of looks like this. You have a homepage, and on your homepage you have a free valuation or a market appraisal where a person can come to your website, fill in their details about them, their house. The only problem with that is most people don't have a Facebook pixel installed on their website. I've talked about this on my channel previously. I'll probably link it up in the top right card somewhere if you're watching this on YouTube. So what's happening is people are losing out on money there because they don't have a Facebook pixel. Long story short, if you have a Facebook pixel on your website and somebody comes to your website, halfway fills out your valuation form, but then leaves and doesn't actually complete the full thing, thus you don't have their email address or phone number, you actually can't follow up with them, and they could have been they was almost a guaranteed lead for you. That could have been literally worth thousands to you if they was to list their house with your estate agency. Now, with a Facebook pixel, You can actually retarget those people and bring them back to your website to then encourage them to fill out the actual form, or actually just, or even just sign up for a lead magnet, for example, which we'll be talking about in a second. So guys, here is the 4-step system that generates 10 leads a week on autopilot. And I will be going into the back end of Facebook and actually showing you the actual results I'm actually getting using this 4-step system. So as you can see, you've got step 1, which is the Facebook guide. You want to be targeting over on Facebook because the targeting options are really powerful. You then drive all the people who are interested in that particular offer, the offer that you're running, the ad basically. The people who are interested in the offer ad get taken to a landing page, which is a simple 1-page website, 2-page website actually, and has 0 on-screen distractions. We're gonna get into all these, by the way, in a second. Then what you're gonna do is give them you're gonna offer them a lead magnet. Now a lead magnet, on here it says lead mag, but that's short for lead magnet. A lead magnet is basically a downloadable PDF guide of some sort of downloadable that people can actually sign up for. They get sent this downloadable guide or tips or whatever it is, and they read through that. Then what happens is we follow up with these people either through email, phone, we can even do messenger bot marketing, and that sets us appointments and gets us new customers and clients. And as you can see from step 2 to point 1, there's actually some retargeting going on there, which we'll get into in a second. So guys, let's break down the first actual ad. So guys, the client I'm working with wants to remain anonymous, so I can't show you the exact advertisement we ran, but I am telling you it is extremely similar to this right here. Like, it's almost dead on the exact same thing here. We're doing the exact same method here, where we're calling out our ideal target audience. We're calling out a pain problem, and then we're providing a solution in the form of a downloadable guide, such as which is basically what you call a lead magnet, like I've just mentioned before. So this is what you want to do, guys. When it comes to your ad copy, you want to use a very either simple image. Videos, by the way, are much better than image ads. So if you can use an actual video of maybe your estate agent talking, or if you're an estate agent, you can do like a selfie video. Those work very well as well. Just talk about a couple of tips as to how they can, increase their home value when it comes time to sell it. And then you can say, if you want the rest of the 7 tips, you can go and download this free PDF guide. So you could just give away 2 tips there, right there and there for free. And if you want the other 5, you just have to go and download the PDF guide, and I'll put the link below. All you have to do is click download, and it will take you to a page where you can download that. So that would be a great method right there and then. So guys, here's what you're gonna do with the ad copy. I always like to call out your ideal target audience. So now I'm just using a fake city here. Again, this is just a demonstration ad, but this is what you would do. You would say, hey, and then you'd input your city name there, and then homeowners, of course, because we're trying to get seller leads, because without listings, you won't last, as the old saying goes. So you're gonna say, hey, leads, homeowners, are you looking to sell your home but not sure how you can get the best price for it? So you're just basically asking a question that hooks them in. Then you say, we know many sellers don't have the time nor the capital for dramatic home improvements. So this week we've put together 7 proven tips you can actually use to increase your home value without needing to go overboard. And then you would input your business name there. We specialize in getting homes like yours prepped, staged, and sold quickly at the highest price possible. In our free PDF guide, you'll be able to replicate our best 7 strategies for increasing a home's value. Click the download button below to get this email to you today. So all I'm doing there is calling out our ideal target, calling and pulling upon one of their pain problems, and then providing a solution and a clear call to action. CTA stands for call to action. And guys, you don't want to be using stock images. They don't work very well. And you also don't want to be using overly professional images because they actually look like an ad, and people don't like ads. People actually become prone to ads. It's what you call banner blindness. When people keep seeing like similar images on ads, they automatically know it's an ad, and so they block it out and filter it out. It's kind of like when horses have those glasses on. I'm not too sure what they're called, like blinders, that's what they're called. It's kind of like having blinders on. So guys, let's talk about the targeting and ad spend option. Now guys, we got very lucky because Facebook themselves are actually rolling out new changes, which are, Facebook themselves have been going through a lot of trouble and a couple of changes recently, and they've removed certain targeting options. Now, if you're in the real estate niche, you have to now select this special ad category, and the new changes mean that a lot of targeting options are now removed. You can't really discriminate, apparently. I'm not too sure why it's classed as discriminating. I guess I can kind of see why it's discriminating if you're only targeting affluent areas and affluent people, and you're trying to target people based on like their financial status and stuff like that. I guess that can be very discriminating. So guys, there's actually a lot of targeting options removed, but there's a lot of ways around that, and I'll be making future videos on that quite shortly. But we got quite lucky, and our particular client hadn't had this rolled out to their account yet, which is really weird because on my personal account, you had to select a special ad category, but when I was going to create my client's actual ads, there was no option to even select ad category. It was like it wasn't there yet. So guys, make sure you watch out for the new changes that are going on Facebook when you're creating ads and selecting your marketing objective. So guys, again, we got lucky. The changes weren't fully rolled out yet, so we just chose the conversion objective. And guys, before you even do this, you want to make sure you install your Facebook pixel first. I've already mentioned why it's important. Again, I also have a video on as to reasons why estate agents are leaving at least a minimum of 10K per month on the table without a Facebook pixel. So guys, as you can see, and as I said before, we got really lucky and the new changes hadn't rolled out yet. So we was able to target people who have been searching for things such as, modern furniture, mortgage calculator, new home, new house, property finder, people who have been on Rightmove in the last 30 days. We were able to target people who are looking for, home decor, because this is the sort of things you have to target when you're running ads to sellers. You want to think in the mind of a seller. Maybe they're a for sale by owner. Try and you can actually target that as well. I believe that was one of the options if you was to scroll down on that. But guys, what I'm trying to say here is when you're targeting and stuff like that, you want to think in the mind of a seller. What are sellers going through? They're probably trying to calculate out a new mortgage, refinancing, doing all sorts of stuff like that on the lines of those certain things. Think like searching for new house, new home, going on Rightmove, going on Zoopla. So we can actually target those options, because again, you want to think in the mind of an actual seller. What are they thinking at that moment in time? What would they probably be searching for? So those are some of the great targeting options you used to be able to do. I'm not too sure if you're going to be able to do this anymore. I'll probably make an update on this in the near future as to what sort of targeting options are being taken away and stuff like that. But guys, you also want to make sure you set your option to people who live in this area only, and then set the radius to the lowest radius possible. I believe it's 15 kilometers or 25 kilometers. Don't quote me on that. Again, guys, we were just spending £10 a day, and I recommend if you're new to this, just start with £6 a day if you are completely brand new. But as you can see, we had a potential reach of 140,000 people. It was saying that we was going to reach around 735 people a day and 3 to 5 conversions. So guys, once the ad's up and running, you're going to take them to a landing page. So all the people who are actually interested, you're going to take them to a landing page that looks like this. Again, this is a demonstration landing page, but the one we actually built for our clients was actually almost identical to this. Exact same thing, exact same principle, using the exact same software and the exact same layout, text, but it was a different lead magnet we was offering. And guys, you don't want to drive traffic to the home page of your website. If you're an estate agent listening to this, I repeat, do not drive traffic to your homepage website, because you will lose money. And that's because websites are terrible at converting. And that's because websites have a lot of on-screen distractions, such as menu bars, other navigational places to go. There's a lot of information on the page, whereas funnels that you can see here, which is built using ClickFunnels. And if you don't know what ClickFunnels is, it's a funnel building website. It's drag and drop, very easy to use. It's my favorite, and there's actually a free trial link in the description if you want to check that out. But funnels like this and landing pages like this, we use them because they are simple pages with zero on-screen distractions. And so there's only two real things you can actually do: either enter your details or leave the page, and thus that causes the conversion rate to go higher. So the people who are from traffic into leads, that conversion there is a higher conversion, because again, there's zero on-screen distractions and there's only two options you can take. Guys, now you want to create a lead magnet. This is a downloadable PDF that gets sent automatically via email to all the people who actually enter the details on that landing page you've just seen. So when people come to the landing page, they enter their first name, last name, their email address and phone number. You then using software such as Active Campaign will send this over automatically. It does this all automatically, and this actually serves three purposes. The reason why we use lead magnets is because it serves three purposes. The first purpose is that it pre-qualifies the leads for us, because think about it, who would be downloading a 7 experts tips to increase your home's value guide? Like, who would be downloading that? It's people who are looking to sell their home who would be downloading that. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm not on Facebook and, you know, signing up to download a guide that's going to teach me how to, you know, it's going to teach me 7 tips to actually increase my home's value if I'm not actually interested in selling my home. That's for sure. And guys, the second purpose it fulfills is that it gives your traffic, so people, something of value in exchange for their email. So I've noticed that people only realistically sign up for something if there's something in it for them. So if you can give them something of value, and this is definitely something of value, because again, one of the biggest pain problems when it comes to selling your home is, you know, worrying about if you're going to get a great value for your home and whatnot. So if you can give them something that's actually going to help them with that pain, so tips to actually increase their home's value, then they're definitely going to input their email because they want that. They actually genuinely want that. Give them something they want, and they will give you their actual email in return. And 3, it also ensures people use their real email. So again, if they want this guide, they have to put in their email, their actual real email, not a bogus email, to actually receive the guide, because they want this guide. So they're going to put in their real email to get the guide, because if they've put in a fake email, it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to, you know, the email's going to bounce. So they put in their real email. So it serves 3 purposes, and that again generates those high quality leads. All that does right there is ensures that the quality of the leads are high, basically. So step 4 comes to the follow-up. Once people actually enter their details into the landing page, they get taken to a thank you page, which I haven't included in this just to save time, but there's actually a full breakdown of this system in the link below. So guys, leads can call you because you can basically upsell them on the thank you page to a free home valuation as well. And that's a great place to put your free home valuation. I know that a lot of people try to use the free home valuation as the actual Facebook ad offer, and it fails. And the reason why is because that's outplayed. What you want to do is provide a lead magnet and then upsell them with a free valuation on the thank you page, and that works much better. And guys, if you're going to call them, so if they call you, that's great. But if you're going to call them, I recommend you call them within 15 minutes to see how they found the actual guide that they received through email. And if they need help implementing one of the 7 tips, not necessary to try sell them there and then, just try to give more value over the phone. So that would be a great little strategy there. And that's what we got our client to do as well. So guys, the leads also, because we've generated their email address, the leads actually get put into an email marketing campaign that nurtures them automatically. So we can actually put them into an email drip campaign sequence that's already pre-built and rolls out emails each and every week, basically. And leads can also be, you know, exported as a CSV file and then imported straight into your favorite CRM system. So with our client, he uses a set CRM system. I can't really remember the name, but it's just one of those CRM systems that allows you to import .csv files. So what we did was every lead that came through and was generated, we put them into a Google Sheet and we sent him the link to the Google Sheet. And so what happens is, and we use Zapier, by the way, to actually connect this up. So we connected ClickFunnels with Zapier. So when somebody went through ClickFunnels, which is our funnel, when people entered their first name, last name, email address, and phone number, that automatically got sent to a Google Sheet, which automatically filled out a row below each row, basically. So it carried on filling out a row as you go down with a person's first name, last name, email, and phone number. So what we can do with that sheet, that Google Sheet, is actually download that. Well, my client can actually download that and just import it straight into his CRM system and keep his CRM system up to date with new leads. So guys, here are just a few results from my agency this month. As you can see, the one highlighted in red where it says free leads for £2.50. We actually just started running that. So that's literally brand new. I don't really want to talk about that too much, but it looks very promising at the moment, guys. We're generating leads at around £2.50. We're only spending £5 on that. So that's looking like almost perfect to me. I want to still try get that cost per lead down if we can, of course. It's always a good idea to try and get to lower your cost per lead. Cost per lead just means how much it's costing you to get a lead, if you wasn't familiar with that term. As you can see, guys, we've actually generated them a total of 26 leads from the 7th of October to the 25th of October. I believe that is just 3 weeks time or something like that. So guys, here are some more results from my agency this last 2 weeks. We've actually been able to generate 10 leads. Hopefully you can see this. It might be a little bit small. By the way, I blanked out some of this stuff because, again, my client wants to remain anonymous. We signed a non-disclosure agreement, so I can't really reveal his name or his business or anything like that. So guys, we are consistently right now generating 10 leads a week. I believe that's a spelling mistake. We are consistently generating 10 leads a week from completely cold traffic. This is a conversion campaign, and we are running this to completely cold traffic. And we are looking to optimize the ad sets further to lower our cost per lead to get it to around £3 per lead maximum. And our client, by the way, has already got two potential meetings with 2 potential sellers from this particular campaign. So as you can see, we've generated 20 leads, and we're only spending around £8.43 on average. That top one we actually turned off just before I started recording this video. It only generated us 2 leads, and the leads were costing us £16 per lead. So obviously that's not a great cost per lead. So we're actually turning that one off ASAP. Well, we actually turned it off, should I say. And the one that says 18 leads, which is above the red circle, we're actually generating leads for around £7.54p. Now guys, that is quite a decent cost per lead. It's not the best I've seen, but we're trying to optimize that, and we're still in the early days basically. But we've been able to generate 10 leads each and every week. As you can see, 20 leads in the last two weeks, from the 11th of October to the 25th. That's exactly 14 days, I believe it is. So guys, the cost per lead is something we can actually work on, definitely, but it's not a bad cost per lead. Think about it. These leads can then turn on to be worth thousands to my actual client, because they are they're in that mindset of that they know they want to sell their home sometime in the future, and now all the client has to do is just keep nurturing that lead, and maybe 3 months, 6 months down the line, they actually sell the house with him and list the house with him. He probably can get around 1% to 3% of that actual fee, based on what his commission is. And if the house is valued at 300k, I mean, that's 3k right there from just one of them, and he's got 2, so that could be a potential 6k in the bag right there, again depending on his commission, of course, and that sort of stuff. So guys, this is the 4-step system that generates 10 leads each and every week on autopilot using Facebook ads. Again, there was no cold calling involved here, there was no prospecting here, there was no going door to door. My client literally set this up, sat back and had meetings come to him. There was no cold emailing, there was no handing out flyers, there was no relying on referrals, there was no having to rely on his network and try to drum up business that way. All these leads came to him automatically, and these were all inbound leads. So guys, if you are an estate agent and you are struggling to get leads for your business, I've actually put together a free full case study video, and you can actually click on the link below if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this elsewhere, I'll put the link in the caption somewhere else, but it's a full video breaking all I've told you down, even in more detail, so you can actually go and check that out if you want to. And guys, if you want to check out my agency website, all you have to do is go to mcg-agency.co, and you'll learn more about my agency. But with that being said, I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you found this valuable and insightful, and I'll see you guys in the next video.